Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and I hope you have absolutely fabulous day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this pop-up box bridge card that folds flat into 5 by 7 inches envelope, and you don't need any cutting dies. First, let's create the card base. I've got 7 by 8 inches brown cardstock. I'm going to score it at 1.5 and 6.5 inches all the way down. When this is ready, now it is time to fold and banish those core lines. I was inspired by a video by Iced Images, and her beautiful double pop-up box bridge cut is absolutely stunning. And I left the link to her YouTube video as well, so you can check it out. Now I'm going to use my pencil and a ruler, and I'm going to mark 2.5 inches from the bottom of my card, but only on the flaps I created. Now using my ruler and a pencil, I'm going to draw straight lines, and I'm going to use my scissors to cut the excess off. Very quick and simple, and as I told you, you don't need any cutting dies to create this fancy fold. And if you've never ever tried this pop-up box bridge card, I really hope you'll feel inspired and create your own version, because this fancy fold it is super dimensional. But it folds flat in 5 by 7 inches envelope. I use my eraser to get rid of the excess of the pencil. Now I'm going to use 4 panels from Basic Book 10 from Mintay Papers. I really like all the wood grain effect here. And I'm going to use this one because it is double-sided, and I'm going to use both sides of it. So I've got 4 panels measuring 1.25 by 8 inches. I'm going to place it on my side, and then using my pencil, I'm going to create some marks and then cut the excess off using my trimmer. If you are interested in any of the tools I'm using for this project, I left the links in the description down below. Now, when these panels are ready, I'm going to assemble them using my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, because I do have time to maneuver the elements. And it is absolutely amazing glue because it is a book binding glue. Have you ever created that pop-up box bridge card? If you haven't, I really hope you will give this one a go. I actually created those measurements myself, but as I told you, I was inspired by Louise from Iced Images, and her fancy fold is really cool. Now I've got 4.75 by 6.75 design paper. I'm going to place it inside of my card. Now I'm going to create lots of different elements from that beautiful autumn book from Mintay Papers. As you can see, it is full of absolutely gorgeous images. But before I do it, I'm also going to create some panels for the left and the right side. Now I'm going to place that beautiful window at the top in the middle, so I do have that really nice and cool effect. As you can see, we've got plenty of space to fill in. So I'm going to create two 3D crates, one for the left and one for the right side. So now I've got panels measuring 1/2 inch by 8 inches, and I'm going to cut the excess off, but don't worry, I'm going to use it to give extra strength to my crates. I'm going to score every single panel 1/2 inch, 2.5 inches, 4 inches, and then 6 and 6.5 inches. And I'm going to cut the excess off at 6.5 inches. And this way we're going to have very nice dimensional crate. So I will need 3 of those panels on the left and 3 on the right hand side. So as you can see, we already have lots of dimension, and it is going to fold flat, which I think is really cool. So when my first one is ready, I'm going to score all the other panels the same way. So it is half an inch, 2.5, 4 inches, 6 inches, and 6.5 of an inch. And I'm going to repeat that process. So every single of those 6 panels have exactly the same score lines. And I'm going to get rid of the excess, as I told you, but I'm going to use it later on. So nothing is going to waste. Do you like autumn? Because it is my favorite season, and I have to tell you that all the colorful trees at the moment really inspire me to create something beautiful. If you are the same, please let me know in the comments down below. So now it will be time to fold and burnish all those colors. Very quick, simple, and you can use bone folder from your stash, or you can use a scoring tool like I'm doing here. Super effective in the end. And if you do it very well, then it is so much easier to fold our cut into 5 by 7 inches, which I think is really cool as well. Have you ever created a gatefold card with author theme? If you have, please let me know how did you do it. And I also wonder, do you know Iced Images? Because she's got plenty of fancy posts on her channel, and I have to tell you that they are all absolutely stunning. So as you can see, this card comes together very quickly. But what really takes time here is actually the decision which design paper you're going to use for your project and also elements to embellish your card as well. And this always takes me the longest time for every single project. So now, when these elements are ready, I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to cut those panels into half. They don't have to be super even because in the end, every single wood crate is slightly wonky. And I'm going to do that here as well. So we don't really need any perfection. Now I'm going to get another panel, and this one is half an inch by 3 inches. I'm going to score it at half an inch and 2.5 of an inches. And that will go inside of my crates to create extra dimension, but also it's going to make my crates a little bit stronger. Again, I'm going to fold and burnish those colors, and it will be time to assemble them on the card. So at the moment, it doesn't really look like a lot. To be honest, when we complete the project, it's going to look absolutely stunning. So as you can see, I'm going to have two flaps, and I'm going to start with the panel at the very bottom of my card. Literally, I'm going to line it up with the very bottom. And then, as you can see, I've got that diagonal line. So I'm going to do the top panel then, and then I'm going to do the middle one. So every single thing is going to be even. And if you use a liquid glue, make sure it is set before you move on to the next step. And what's really good here, you can actually fold those elements and then you will see if they are straight. Now I'm going to do it with the middle panel here. And when this is ready, I'm going to put that element inside as well for extra dimension. And this way you can add even more elements inside from the fussy cut images, which I think is really cool idea. So when this is ready, as you can see, we've got lots of dimension, but it looks really wonky. So we need to strengthen up a little bit. And that's why I've got those panels. And as you can see, I'm putting a tiny bit of glue at the top, at the bottom, and also in the middle as well. And if you put 3 of them at the front, it's going to make your crate really strong and sturdy. And this liquid glue is absolutely amazing because it is a book binding glue. So it means you do have time to maneuver the elements if you need it. And as you can see, I'm going to put couple more of those panels. And this already looks like a crate and it folds flat, which I think is really, really cool. How many autumn projects have you created this year? Please let me know in the comments down below. I'm also going to leave the link to my free design paper on Buy Me a Coffee website if you'd like to get it. We created it for World Card Making Day this year, and we had absolutely amazing collaboration with Monica, Katarina, and Marta. So I'm going to leave the link to that video as well, and then you can check other videos if you still haven't done it. And it is absolutely amazing because we created some free designs for you, including elements to fussy cut, but also design papers as well. So go and have a look. As you can see, I'm playing with the right hand side here. And to be honest, I really struggled with that middle element. But in the end, I didn't give up and I adhered all the elements. And as you can see, with that liquid glue, you do have time to maneuver the elements, which I think is really, really cool. And what's really good about this fancy fold, you can actually fold it the way you want. And if you put it inside, it folds into 5 by 7 inches. Again, I'm going to make the crate a little bit stronger by using the elements you can see on the left hand side. And I know it takes a little bit of time, but it really makes a difference. So when this is ready, then you can use whatever you want to decorate. And to be honest, looking at that autumn book from Mintay Papers, there are so many beautiful images to fussy cut. And I actually fussy cut quite a lot of them. And I used every single one to embellish this project. And what's really good about them, you can also add some dimension to them as well. So as you can see, my crates are ready. Now it will be time for another pop-up element, which I thought would give this cut even more interest. So I've got 1/2 inch by 4.5, and I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 and 4 inches. Again, I'm going to fold and burnish the score lines, and I'm going to adhere it to the right hand side of my cut. It will make sense in a moment. And this way, I'm going to have even more dimension and let's say levels as well of the dimension because we can put lots of different things to embellish it. And when you move that right hand side, this element is going to move as well, which I think is really cool idea. Have you ever created that type of bridge card before? Please let me know in the comments down below. Now I'm going to show you all the elements I fussy cut and it will be time to adhere them. I'm going to start with my pop-up element here using that beautiful bouquet of flowers with the autumn colors. And as you can see, we already have lots of dimension. I know it is pretty difficult to see it on the video, but in real life it is simply gorgeous. So my question is again, how many projects have you created this autumn with that beautiful warm color scheme? This collection from Mintay Papers I think is absolutely amazing. I love warm colors and these beautiful elements to fussy cut are so easy to work with. As you can see, I'm adding lots of elements inside of the crates, even with the panel we created, so I do have lots of dimension, and you can always add more glue if you need to, which I think is really cool. And to be honest, if you have those elements slightly too big, you can always cut them a little bit so they fit every single thing you need. I couldn't resist and I really wanted to add those sunflowers on the right hand side because autumn and sunflowers they really go well together. And it's always a good idea to banish all those elements as well so the glue will be set very quickly. As you can see, I'm checking if I can fold the card and it was very easy to do so. I'm adding couple of pumpkins at the front, also a 3D butterfly, couple of leaves, and those cards or fancy fold will be really quickly completed. Again, I'm getting rid of the excess of some of the elements and the cut is going to be completed. And when I was adhering all the elements, I saw so much of the brown cut at the back. So what I also need to do is to add a white element for the message. And I'm going to show you how to do that in the moment. As you can see, with that pop-up element inside of the card, you can also add the elements at the back for extra interest. So now my card is nearly completed. I'm going to turn it over. I need to create a panel and this one measures 4.5 by 6.5 of an inch. I'm going to use my liquid glue, and now you've got plenty of space to write your message. And it can be super long. What's really good about this card, it really stands proudly on a flat surface. It has lots of dimension and it folds flat into 5 by 7 inches. Please let me know what do you think about this cut and if you would like to try this fancy fold. I really hope you'll feel inspired and create your own version. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new, because I'm going to have more videos coming your way very soon. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye for now.